Jason Kelce reacts to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's famous moment at the Eras Tour Singapore. One of the most memorable moments of the last two shows in Singapore was definitely when Taylor changed the lyrics of his song, Karma, by singing, "Karma is the guy in the captain's office, coming straight home with me." Travis was standing below the stage when the pop superstar changed the lyrics, excited and dancing to the music with the surrounding fans. Travis's brother Jason Kelce also followed Travis' journey in Singapore and reacting to that amazing moment. Jason had to exclaim and say, "I might have a little clue." Jason said, "When I heard that play out came out of her mouth, I was still shocked and thought, oh, she really just said that." Alright, Jason also added, "It's everything Travis deserves. So happy for my brother." That's all Jason thought about the moment Taylor changed the lyrics for Travis. He shared with NatFL from an exclusive interview, "This isn't the first time the pop star tweaked Travis' lyrics to Karma. As mentioned earlier, this isn't the first time Taylor has edited the 2022 song, Karma, from her Midnights album." In February, during concerts in Sydney and last year in Buenos Aires, Swift sang "Karma is the guy in the Chiefs coming straight home to me," replacing the original lyrics, "Karma is the guy on the screen, he's going straight home with me," after finishing his final show in Singapore. Kelce went into the tunnel where he met and exchanged friendship bracelets with fans there. A source exclusively told NatFL Kelce and Swift continued to share sweet kisses in the pop superstar's dressing room. Swift has finished her Eras tour in Singapore. Now she will have 2 months' time to rest. Swift will spend time with her boyfriend and prepare to release her new album in April before starting the European leg of her Eras tour in May. However, after his hosting duties in Kansas City, Travis may make the trip across the Atlantic to join Swift in Europe. It is known that the tight end has planned a romantic trip to Europe with Taylor while she performs across the continent. The pop superstar kicked off his sold-out Euro show in Paris on May 9 and will perform until his final show at London's Wembley Arena on August 20. According to the US Sun, the Chiefs star booked hotels in Paris and Milan for more than $6,000 a night. Taylor will be in Europe for 4 months, and Travis may visit some iconic sports venues as part of her tour, depending on how long he's with her. NFL teams typically return to practice in early August and the season begins in September. In England, she played at Premier League team Liverpool's Anfield Stadium in June, as well as San Siro in Milan and Real Madrid's Bernabeu in Spain. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are not planning to get married in the near future, according to a new report, despite the Super Bowl winner flying around the world to follow her latest Eras tour dates. Kelce is currently in Singapore, where has seen the final 2 shows of her current tour before a 2-month break. He also flew to Sydney to be with her in February, but according to US Weekly, the couple are not planning on taking things forward anytime soon, and it comes amid some questionable antics from the Chiefs star in recent weeks. Kelce screamed in the face of his coach Andy Reid, a 65-year-old grandfather, during the Super Bowl in February, before appearing to be drunk during the team's ensuing parade to celebrate their win, which was marred by a shooting. US Weekly quoted a source as saying, "Travis and Taylor are still in the honeymoon phase and the relationship is serious. They are on the same page about the future but are not rushing marriage or the next step. Travis is going the extra mile to make sure he is showing support for Taylor during his off time. He is so happy he can be there for her, and show up for her even during the international leg of her tour. Things are going really well and they have a great system going on. They both understand how busy they are and are very accommodating to schedules. They FaceTime and text a lot when they aren't together." Many Swifties who saw Kelce's outburst at his coach Reid on the sidelines in Las Vegas were left stunned, with some taking to social media to brand the moment a red flag. One fan wrote on the time on X, "And just like that I'm suddenly less excited about Travis Kelce. You don't get to ape up someone all aggressive like just because you're frustrated. Taylor, my darling, my dove, my lamb, this is a big red flag." Another said, "Travis Kelce is a red flag. That aggression isn't what Taylor needs." His older brother, Jason, was unimpressed and said as much on their New Heights podcast. "You've crossed the line, I think we can both agree on that," older brother Kelce said. "Let's be honest, the screaming at him was over the top. I think there are better ways to solve this problem retrospectively. Travis said, "I can't get so excited that I collide with the coach and he loses his balance and things like that." On the day of the Chiefs parade, Kelce was visibly drunk while drinking beer with fans and appeared to slur his words when speaking to supporters through a microphone. Later that day, hours after a violent incident, photos surfaced of Kelce in a bar with several teammates, as Super Bowl celebrations got underway. Kelce later donated $100,000 to a family whose 2 daughters were shot during his march. Through his 87 and Running Foundation, the 34-year-old is expected to follow Swift to Europe later this year for the first half of her 4-month tour across the continent. He will likely return to Kansas City around the end of July as his team bids for an unprecedented NFL three-peat next season. Taylor Swift is reportedly confident about her beau, Travis Kelce, and his actions despite his growing female fan following, as reported by OK Magazine. The musician is not nervous about her whirlwind romance with the NFL athlete. The source shared that Swift is pretty confident about him and how he feels about her. An insider claimed that the Lover-singer always envisioned dating a fun-loving guy like Kelce. The report added, "He's the kind of guy she envisioned being with as a kid, like the star player on the high school football team." Speaking of the popular sports person, the source shared, "There are scores of women who'd like to be with him. But he's not hanging with them, he's with the guys." Earlier, it was reported that the Bad Blood singer has allegedly set a few boundaries for Kelce in order to help him maintain a good image in public. An insider shared with Lifestyle that Swift refrained Kelce from posing with female fans to avoid inaccurate headlines. The source added that the globally known artist doesn't want to control him, she just wants to help to build a stable relationship. Taylor Swift has had a lot of highs and a lot of lows the past year. While she's named the Person of the Year for 2023, her romance with Travis Kelce has flourished, and she continually breaks records with her music. However, Swift has sadly faced not only a lot of criticism but a lot of dangerous people. Not only have stalkers been following her, and seen in front of her homes, and paparazzi that allegedly threatened her and her team, an insider revealed that Swift is having a hard time mentally and is allegedly hitting her limit. They said, "Taylor can handle a lot of things, but she's currently at her breaking point. It's just all too much." So when she felt like this, she reportedly called Kelce, who made her feel calm and supported. Taylor called Travis about her father, and he was so supportive, the insider said. He told her not to pay attention to the negative press and that her dad was only being protective. Taylor has a break coming up until May. She made plans to see Travis and, of course, rest and recharge. "We truly love how much support Swift is getting during this whirlwind time of her life, and we're sure they'll have the best time during her time off." For those who don't know, Kelce and Swift made their relationship public in September 2023, but they actually got together months prior and kept their romance private for quite a few months beforehand. Swift talked about how she and Kelce were already a couple when she went to the first football game she appeared at for him. She said during her interview with Time 2023 Person of the Year, "So we actually had a significant amount of time that no one knew, which I'm grateful for, because we got to get to know each other. By the time I went to that first game, we were a couple. I think some people think that they saw our first date at that game. We would never be psychotic enough to hard launch a first date."